Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra.
Endgame program, and be done with them.
Welcome back to another late night SwishPOP stream, guys. Let's talk some G.I. Joe and Transformers. Mostly G.I. Joe though, right? Okay, so we're back. You know what? I missed last week, and I'm so sorry about that. I had a bit of a family emergency, and I won't go into details about that. But long story short, had to skip last week, but we're back this week, and we're here to have some fun, kill an hour or so, talk some toys, have some fun, interact with the chat. So let's go. Hopefully we got some good friends joining us in a few minutes. Anyways, so thanks for dropping by if you're here. Anyways, let's get started. So like I said, missed last week due to a family thing. Anyways, that sucked or whatever. But back better than ever now, and we got some stuff to look at. We got some, I got a funny story, got some mail calls, got some thrift store stuff, and then we'll get into some G.I. Joe stuff, maybe a little Transformers, and yeah, let's kill an hour or so. I know it's late. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's why it's a late night stream, because that's when we do it. And you know what? If you're watching our replay, thanks for watching, and leave a comment. And you know what? While you're here, maybe if you like what we're doing, think about hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button. Yeah. So now we got all that out of the way. We can jump in. So this week, so normally every week, oops, I missed him up here. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Brandoner. So this week, like always, hitting the thrift store, pounding the pavement, trying to find deals at the thrift store. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't find anything at the thrift store this week. It's been a pretty hard week at the thrift store. So nothing to talk about there. But you know what? I got some other deals, other places that have worked out in my favor. I'll talk about those in a second. I'm trying to think of the thrift store. So this week's been really busy or whatever, so I didn't get to the thrift store as much as I liked. And normally, I go an extra long story short, I usually hit the thrift store on Saturdays as well as a new thing, and I didn't get there this week. So dry as a bone in the thrift store, and I'm thinking even if I even spent any money there, and nothing's come to mind. So no thrift store stories this week. Hopefully, like always, next time. It's always the next time with the thrift store. The thrift store can be quite disappointing. You get that feeling of dread like, shoot, I missed out on stuff. Or, you know, it just, there was nothing here this week. And it's always like, well, there'll be stuff next time. And you know what? Fingers crossed. Hopefully there's stuff there next time, and I'll have some good finds for you. It's been a little dry lately, so I feel like I'm due for a win lately. We'll see how it goes. Who else is here? We got Carlos. We got Liquid. Mostly Joe. You got it. Yeah. Yeah, Carlos. Yeah, everything's good. Good to see you. Yeah. So let's see what we start with this week. Sorry, I got stuff falling off my desk. My desk is. I always complain that my desk here that you cannot see right here is a hot mess of a mess. It is a hot mess of a mess still. And the thing is, I replaced one of my monitors here, like last night or whatever, the night before. And it's kind of in like a flux of change because I got to replace this monitor now as well. So there's a lot of stuff piled up on my desk. I need to get organized. Organization is the key. And sorry guys, I am not organized. My trusty little screwdriver set that helps me take apart toys. I love this thing. I've had it for years. It's amazing. I was fixing some Joes earlier. So, I mean, quickly, before we get into some stuff, what's been keeping me busy as of late is that on one of my Facebook groups that I'm in, I've been having a couple like GI Joe sales. I sold like a lot of GI Joes today or in the last couple days or whatever. They're all 90s figures from like 91 to like 94. I had some really rare figures in there. And like, was it Cobra Black Star from like 1994? I think he sold for the most or whatever. It was pretty crazy. It was a little auction sale. The forums, great little community out there. If you can find a forum, like for the Americans, it's probably like GI Joe PX, I believe it's called. Canadians, there's a couple forums as well on Facebook. I highly recommend joining your local Facebook group or your national Facebook group. I know people say Facebook's for boomers. You don't have to use it for anything. I don't look at my friends' kids' pictures or anything. 98% of the stuff I do on Facebook is either the marketplace or I'm looking at Facebook forums for toy parts, Transformers, GI Joe, or whatever. Anyways, so I had a huge sale. It went very well. Last week I did another sale where I sold accessories of GI Joe and vehicle parts. And the week before that, I had another sale where I did Transformer stuff. A lot of people are probably gonna be like, well, how do we get in on this? Like, can you sell it on Twitter or something? And the thing is, right now, the state of the world, I say it often, like I'm located in Canada and to ship stuff to the United States is just a pain right now. So, I mean, as much as I would love to give somebody a deal, the shipping on this stuff is going to kill any kind of deal that I can make for you. So it kind of sucks right now, the market in that aspect. So within Canada and Facebook, a lot of people still buy and sell stuff there or whatever. And that is the best place right now for me to do my business. So yeah, like I sold, I think almost 30 90s figures this weekend. And coming up, I have to do another sale probably next week in the same group where I have like a bin of loose GI Joe and Real American Hero figures, like a bunch of stuff from like the 80s on to like 90s or whatever, which is the more common stuff that people are more interested in. But I don't have a lot of rare figures in that case. And these are all extras, what I'm talking about, extras. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, so like I said, no thrift store pickups this week. That is disappointing. Just caught you up on what I've been doing. And then what I did get, though, I didn't say I didn't get anything. I said I didn't get any thrift store stuff this week or whatever. So first up, within that Facebook community that I do talk about often, there is unfortunately currently a member that he is kind of ill or whatever, and that he has kind of decided to reduce his GI Joe collection and part with some of it while keeping a lot of like the core stuff that he really loves or whatever. Because this guy, I can tell you, has a lot of stuff or whatever. And recently we made a deal. So I got a couple things, and then I was able to provide him. He didn't really need any more GI Joe stuff because he has a ton of it himself. Of course, we're talking about Real American Hero. But he wanted Transformers for his niece, who's like 5 or 6 or something like that. So I have bins of Transformers, so I made sure I did him up some stuff, and we traded for stuff, okay? So first up, so this is what I got first. So he had a mask collection, and I know this is a G.I. Joe and Transformer stream, but I mean, we can always talk about other great toy lines as well. And one of the things that I've gotten more into is mask. This is a firecracker. So I actually have one of these, but the back wheel is ripped off and missing. And the thing is, it's like, this one's in way better condition. And I noticed though, the mechanism doesn't work to spring it open. But on the one that I have, I believe the mechanism does work. So I actually think I'm going to possibly take this apart and take mine apart and kind of build like a best one and then put the other one out as sort of a junker or whatever. But like I said, this one has 4 wheels, and you know, the good thing about being a truck, you kind of need 4 wheels to like operate. So yeah, so that's something I got today. Well, I picked up today. It was arranged earlier in the week. So like I said, 95% of the stuff in my room is G.I. Joe and Transformers. And then because I've gotten so much stuff over the years of G.I. Joe and Transformers, sometimes it's hard to find stuff to acquire that you're interested in for your collection. Yeah, Carlos, Mask is a good crossover line. I have my fingers crossed that Hasbro kind of clicks in and maybe brings Mask somehow into G.I. Joe, and we'll talk about that. It's actually one of the topics or something I want to bring up and show you guys in a bit. Actually, as soon as I get through this stuff or whatever, we'll talk about it in a bit. So, yeah, we'll talk about Mask and G.I. Joe and how they relate. Yeah, so long story short, when you have so much G.I. Joe, you have so much Transformers, sometimes you have to branch out or whatever. So I have a lot of Masks now, and none of it's in perfect condition. It's just, for me, it's just nostalgia hit or whatever, right? So that's cool. And I do love the Centurions as well. And that actually brings me, wow, that's a great segue. That brings me to a segment we're going to get to in a section, because no thrift store, but we do have mail call things to go through today as well. The thing is, funny thing, I can't remember. I don't think I remembered this last stream when we were together because I missed last week's or whatever. Apparently I've lost my keys to the mailbox. So here I have one of those like community mailbox down the road, and I have a key to it on my car keys. And I can't find that set of car keys. Now, the thing is, I'm pretty sure they're in the house somewhere, but I mean, they could literally be anywhere in the house. Like, literally. Like, you have your places like the front door where you hang them or put them in the kitchen, or like you have all those places where you put your keys, and I cannot find my keys. I cannot find them. And so because I can't find my keys, I actually can't get into the mailbox, and I know there's stuff waiting for me in the mailbox that specifically I would have kept until we got to the show tonight to open on the show, and I can't get to the mailbox. I'm super annoyed by that because I love opening mail, and I love it when it's, toys and stuff of that. So it really sucks. I need to find the keys. I don't know where they are. I've even offered my kids rewards if they find the keys. So they're looking too. And I mean, there's one place I haven't looked yet, and I think there's a chance. Well, okay, you're like, well, why didn't you look if you know if that's your one chance or whatever? The thing is, it is in the dirty clothes hamper, and I feel like maybe it's in one of my pockets in my pants that I put in the dirty clothes hamper. And I've kind of like avoided looking because if they're not there, I have no clue where they are. And that's really annoying. Anyways, so we'll see. I'll give you an update next week, hopefully, if I find my keys. Fingers crossed. Somebody say some like prayers or something like that out there that I can find my keys. Let's see, Carlos. Unless you're running from the police, then 4 wheels are optional. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so let's do a little mail call quickly here. So I got this one. I gotta realize I can't show the addresses all the time. So we'll open this. And I said before, so mailers here in Canada, see how thin it is? You can get away with sending this with 2 stamps here in Canada. So 1 or 2, depending how far it goes. So a lot of people in the community, you can fit a lot of like stuff in these mailers. Like you can fit a full G.I. Joe figure in here. A lot of times you can get away with that. You'll be surprised what people get away with mailing in these little mailers, because the moment it becomes a box, like say if I wanted to ship this Blockies Optimus Prime box, that's like $20. Like 20, maybe even 22, 25, depending if it has to go to the other side of the country. That's too much money. So sometimes when you just want like a G.I. Joe accessory, or you need like a weapon or something like that from somebody, you just want to pay a couple dollars for a mailer. And so my hack here is that I open it like this, and then I can reuse all these, and I can reuse them all, and then it makes my life easier. I just tape them up. Okay, so we're open there. And let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Guys, it's so funny. Okay, got a little package here, and this is a good example of like what you can actually fit in one of these mailers. And just give me 1 second, guys. Gotta get the scissors. Okay, some open. Trying to get this open. I should have probably maybe pre-opened this. Okay. And I'm sure the crinkling of the stuff is really awesome on camera too. Okay. So so we talked about it before. Trying to think. So in that package, I got 2 pieces to another Swamp Skier, Zartan Swamp Skier. And I needed this. I didn't need this frame. I mean, unless I'm going to start another one, which would be like number 5. So we'll put that away. But I did need this little part right here. There's a Swamp Skier here somewhere. I don't see it here right now. Oh, there it is. And I just need it. Sorry, guys. I just need it. And I might as well bust it open right here. Look, I needed this part for the back wheels. The back wheels. You know what I'm saying. We'll get this on the go here. Put this up here like this. Put this up here like this. Ba-boom, ba-boom. And then now I can attach the back. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, and I got to put the engine in too. The engine needs to go in. And I got one more ski here. Boom. We're pretty much... Oh, shoot. Yeah, I didn't put it on. We're pretty much getting done here. Sweet. I like the Army build these things. I don't know why. They're kind of cool. I'm building one for each of my Dreadnoks. We'll just put that over there. We'll build that after the stream. But pretty sweet. Okay. So that was the first mail call. Remember, if you're paying attention, I've got a full mailbox full of stuff as well. And I can't get to the mailbox. Okay. Now we have this one. Now I did pre-open this one because this one was actually a box. And what we're going to find in here, this is really weird. I don't know what that is. And whoa, bro. So this, we have a box of Centurion parts. And I won't bore you guys with this or whatever, because there's a lot of parts here. But Centurion's is really cool. And like, look, like it's like a big sub thing for the green guy that goes on his back, and lots of other little parts or whatever. Anyways, this one is pretty sweet, and I'm really excited about this. And maybe what I'll do is off camera for next week, I'll put this together and show you actually what I got from it. Oh, that's funny. I showed you the address. Anyway, so yeah, that's a big box of Centurion parts from a good guy on the east coast of Canada. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. So that's catching you up so far. So I'm so sorry I don't have more for you guys to see or whatever related to mail calls and thrift stores. It's been a light week or whatever. Oh, that being said, you know what's funny? So I recently completed a Cobra Bat. I'm trying to do this here. It's so bright. Yeah, I won't do it. And one of the things, so this Cobra Bat doesn't have his little like reflector chest thing or whatever. But there was a guy in one of my groups that has like replacement ones. So I was able to order them, and it's hilarious because I ordered one. It's obviously in the mailbox that I can't get into right this second. But like 2 days after he sent it out in the mail, some guy on a forum had like a bat that was in good shape like this for sale again. I claimed it, and then it didn't have the thing, so I'm like, damn it, now I got to order another one of those replacement the center chest things from him. And it was just funny because it was like just like a couple days off. Okay, so let me get my list up here, guys. It's running a little slow here tonight. Okay. Get my list up, see what we're doing. Stream 22. Oh, I'm not done yet. Just 1 second. Let me just roll back here off camera for a second. Oh, this was the other thing. Okay, this was the other thing I picked up today. So I picked this up. I almost forgot about it. Where's my thing on? So this is what I picked up. This was the main reason. So I ended up trading the bag of Transformers for this Tiger Force Tiger Rat. And it's in pretty sweet condition. It's missing some stickers. But I mean, you can get repo ones from like Toy Hack or like any place or whatever. And it's missing some missiles. And what happened there was the guy I bought it off, like I said, he's kind of like not feeling the best or whatever. He, long story short, he's low energy right now, and he got some missiles out, but apparently he has the orange one, the orange Rattler from like 2001 maybe or whatever, and it has orange, or so like the Tiger Rat bombs and missiles are red, or like a bright red, and the other one, the orange Cobra, it's like a chromy orange Rattler that has like pink weapons. He had included a bunch of the pink ones because he just thought they matched or whatever, but he was just made a quick mistake. So I've got to switch them out for him. So I'm going to get this complete. But I mean, I didn't have a Tiger Rat. I didn't ever think I was going to get one. And I got a sweet, sweet deal on it. So anyways, Tiger Rat, pretty sweet. I'm just going to lay it back over here. Duh. So, anyways, that is the Tiger Rat. Now, quickly, let's get into some stuff here that I wanted to talk about. Okay, this was when Carlos mentioned, who was mentioned earlier? Was it Carlos? Yeah, Carlos mentioned the mask stuff. It'd be a good crossover line. The thing is that, like, you know, Skybound is working on that now, right? So, first of all, actually, I just thought about this just then. They're working on that cartoon, right? With the GIJoe and the Transformers cartoon, with the universe, the Energon universe. I mean, the Mask is basically in the comic book. So, I mean, there's a really good chance that we could see Mask in that cartoon as well. Not like a big thing or whatever, but just like slide it in there or whatever. I think that is a huge, huge opportunity, and I really hope Hasbro and the people behind that cartoon don't miss that opportunity, because I think that would be totally badass to include Mask like that. Anyways, so I just thought about that, but what I wanted to talk about, and I was gonna go a different way here, but we'll talk about it in a different order. I'm just going to display images, and it's going to show it. Like, I never fixed this up ahead of time because I'm a really bad streamer. This is the Ninja Turtles we talked about last week. But if we go here, of course, AI is a huge thing these days, right? AI everywhere, right? The latest thing with AI is people doing GIJoe classified figures with AI. And you've all seen this. If you're on Twitter or anywhere, you've seen these pictures before. But this one caught my eye. And this one is really cool. Vanessa Warfield, Mask figure from Venom as a GIJoe classified figure. This I would pay money for. Like, I would, like, give me this right now. Do GIJoe classified style Mask figures. And I am 100% in. They should be doing these. And, like, this is a must. This is a must. They need to do these, like, right now. Anyways, I'm just trying to organize this for the other stream here. Anyways, this is, the moment I seen this, I was like, I'm all in. I want some of these. Like, the Vanessa Warfield here looks awesome. And it's funny because I think it was last stream, I just got the Vanessa Warfield Mask in stock. Like, somebody sent it to me. I did a trade for it. But this one looks so cool. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, all in if I did that. Yeah, totally. I would buy all of these. Like, I personally think this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer from Hasbro. Like, seriously. Like, get somebody cracking on this already right now. If you're not going to do, like, mask toys, like, bring them out here in classified as a subline. And that would be, I can guarantee you, this would be as hot of a seller as Cobra Island stuff was when GIJoe Classified just came out. Remember how hard it was to get GIJoe Classified Cobra Island figures? Like the Cobra Trooper, Firefly, a few others. Like, these things would fly off the shelf. If they did a mask subline, sure, go crazy. Make it a Target exclusive. Make it a Walmart exclusive. Do some sort of exclusive, and these things would fly off the shelf. That's my personal opinion. I think if given the opportunity to buy these things, I think a lot of collectors in the GIJoe Classified community would be all in on this stuff. Because, like, the chances of us getting, like, actually, like I mean, I know, what is it? Loyal Subjects is redoing, like, sort of like the vintage line mask stuff right now. And they're kind of hit and miss. There's been a lot of issues with the quality control over them. And, you know, I don't have any, so I'm not going to speak to that or whatever. But, like, that's the vintage stuff. I don't really see, like, anything else happening with that. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they have big plans. But this would be amazing. And, like, you know, all the guys, like, with their masks, they would be so cool. So cool. Right? Obviously, I'm assuming, I mean, this is AI generated, right? So we're going to assume, like, if you look at it in detail, like, she's got here and she's got the mask up top. Like, I'm assuming if to work this toy, like, that's going to be an alternate head. You're going to have to pop off her hair. It's an hair, like her head with the hair on it, because that mask is not going to fit over her head of hair, right? But, like, I mean, there'd be so much opportunity for this. I think it'd be really badass. Prefer mask crossover to Transformers. Honestly, why? Well, once the Transformers show up, what do you really need GIJoe for? Mask? It's human and cool vehicles like GIJoe, of course. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I like Mask a lot back in the 80s. Had a few, but they're out of scale. Make it 6-inch scale and we'll sell. Well, my thing also was, like, if they made Mask, like, so we've talked about this before on the channel, the GIJoe crossovers with the Transformers, right? The GIJoe vehicles are in scale with the GIJoe figures, and then they turn into Transformers. If they came out with a line of Mask that was simply in scale with your 3 3/4 GIJoe figures, it would all make sense, right? Just take the, like, you know, take this or whatever, like this firecracker. Oh, you can't see it on screen. Yeah. I'll just do it. Take this firecracker and upscale this to 3 3/4. Like, just 1 second. Like, it's not that far off, right? Let's just do this. It's not that far off, right? Like, it only needs to go up like a little bit, right? Like, he could almost sit in here if this was bigger. So, I mean, make the models a little bigger. Make them fit a GIJoe size figure. And then, like, the scale is done perfectly, right? And then, like, you would have your Transformers be a little bit bigger, but the vehicles be able to house a fully qualified GIJoe figure. So, I mean, I think... Sorry, I got an itchy nose, guys. I think, personally, like, this is a classic example of Hasbro just leaving money on the table. Like, you got many different options. And let's go one step further. You don't have to do either or. You can do both. You could do the mask upscale, the GIJoe size, as one line, and then you could also do potentially these, you know, AI inspired classified figures in another line, right? Like, or a sub line of GIJoe Classified. Like, these would so sell. These would so sell. Oh my god. So I'm just reading, right? Well, no, remember, so I said they should do both, right? You're not going to get vehicles at classified scale because that's going to be too big. So if you want vehicles for your mask figures, I think G.I. Joe scale would be your best route. If you just want the figures, I think classified size is your best route. So it's like you're giving both the best worlds. The market 100% could support both because people are like just clamoring for this stuff. Anything retro, anything 80s. Like, I mean, now that I think about it, I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I just talked about Centurions earlier. They're made by Kenner. Hasbro owns Kenner. Do Centurions line here like this in classified scale in the same packaging, right? They could have a million different sublines or whatever within G.I. Joe classified. Give them like, the packaging with what they're doing and, have a complete all overlap and crossover. Dude, easy money. Bring it to the bank. They'd be like gazillionaires. If you ever get mask in 6-inch, it's selling, no question. Yeah, I agree. 100%. It'd be like easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Here's your bag of money. Give us more. Like do a wave of 4, 2 good guys, 2 bad guys. Boom. Done. Like, seriously though, if the people at Hasbro, whoever's in charge of making the decisions, are not looking at this, they don't deserve to work there. Because, like, this is money in the bank, guaranteed money. Anyways, that's my opinion. And it's a very strong one, as you can tell. And the moment I seen this on Twitter, I was like, oh my God, take my money now, because this thing is epic. And it's a very interesting one they started out with. And now the AI does an interesting job because obviously if you look at this is the old school packaging, right? Well, no, it's not old school packaging. I guess it's more of this one, right? It's this packaging, which now we're on to this packaging, right? So this is the one they're doing the AI renders for. This is the one we're currently on or whatever, right? So I got wetsuit recently. So, I mean, I understand why they're doing this one because, like, this one's good. I'm actually going to probably do a video on this as well. This one's good, and it's very concise or whatever, but there's no, no atmosphere, no draw to this. The packaging is very just black, and there's the figures there, and you got the window, and I'm glad they brought the window back. But, like, it's lackluster. Like, of course, the artwork's on the side now, and the back, with the picture. But these ones, the artwork was on the front, right? So it just had more character, bigger window. Like, you can see, like, I mean, they're like, you can see the size difference or whatever, right? There's like, I don't know what the percentage would be, like 10% smaller. They can probably fit more in a box, makes more money for them or whatever. Anyways, let me just hang Airborne back up there. And I put wetsuits here. Anyways, so those need to happen. Let's see what the comments say. No, speaking only for myself, this is Brandon. I don't like 3 3/4. I'm all in 6 scale. Yes, they could do mask vehicles. Barbie vehicles are bigger, and there's room for those in many homes. Yeah, no, they're not going to do mask vehicles on classified scale because, I mean, like, look at how many G.I. Joe vehicles we got in classified. Like, they're slowly trickling out. A mask vehicle at classified size would be too much of a risk. If they can't bring G.I. Joe vehicles out on a consistent manner, a mask vehicle I don't think is going to happen at G.I. Joe classified scale, right? You're talking classified scale? Yeah, I don't think that would happen. That would have to be like, hey, here's a HasLab. It's like $300, right? Like, I don't think that's going to happen. And, like, the only way they would get away with that, too, because I think it would take too long to build them up. I think if they did a HasLab with mask at G.I. Joe classified scale, they would have to do, like, almost like a 2-pack. Like, here's, like, the Thunderbird and the Thunderbird. Thunderhawk or whatever. I can't remember the names of them right now. And then like the black truck or whatever. Because you need like a good guy versus the bad guy like right away, because nobody's going to want to get one and then be like, oh, now I got to wait 2 years before I get like another one. Like people will be on to something else. So I don't think that's going to happen. But anyways, I mean, anything can happen. I never bought masks as a kid because they weren't capable with my Joes. I think, yeah, I know that's the thing. And like we've talked about numerous times, like it's just too bad back in the day that Mask and G.I. Joe weren't on the same scale. I think if they had been on the same scale, they would have did a lot better. Mask. I actually watched a video about it this week or last week, and it went over why it like kind of failed or whatever, right? And I do think if Mask had to originally been G.I. Joe scale back in the day, I do think it would have survived longer than it did. Yeah. Anyways, that's just my opinion. Anyways, that was the Masks. I'm still like, I want those Mask figures. I actually might have to do a video on that too. That's a good idea. But if we go back, the other thing now, I searched. One thing that I'm really bad at, guys, and this is a little peek behind the curtain, is I'm really bad at prep work for the streams, and I apologize for that. I do need to make the streams a bit better. I wanted to find a couple things, and I couldn't find it before I went live. Just 1 second now. I was trying to find, because I've seen like a lot of people, the new thing now with the AI is people are doing like other figures that they thought might be cool or whatever. And I'm just trying to, where to go? Yeah. Oh, see, everything's in a YouTube video. I don't want to bring other people's YouTube videos up. Okay, I can't find it right now. Like somebody did like a hooded Cobra Commander. Oh wait, no, I think this is it. Oh, see, this is another video. Who's this? Complete toy photography. I'm trying to find. Let me see. Sorry, guys. See, I should do more prep work. Okay, just give me a second. I will pour it over. I don't like watching other people's YouTube videos on stream or whatever. But I just want to show this for a second. So if we go here, and then we go here, and we go. Okay, so this is a video by Complete Carnage Toy Photography. Go follow him. And like this is like, these are all AI renders. I don't even know if it's done by him. But this is like the video that he's put together, and this is a quick, concise way I can look at this quickly. But like, you know, there's cesspool. Like, obviously this is all AI stuff, and like the packaging doesn't make sense because like it's up and down on this one or whatever. I've seen better ones or whatever. That's cesspool. It looks pretty cool. What's this? Dreadnought Chaos. Kind of cool. There's a lot of this out there now, right? People are working overtime. Bongo the Balloon Bear. I don't even remember that from I guess it's from the cartoon. Overkill. That one's pretty sweet. Like these, they do an amazing job. Like they look like real products. And like if you weren't up on like the stuff, you'd be like, that's a real product. So Chameleon, I believe from the Skybound series, she looks pretty badass. I do think that these are really good. Gung Ho, Arctic Mission Coat and Gung Ho, that looks pretty badass too, man. Like these are really cool designs. I seen this one, the Cobra Baroness Arctic Assault. That one's pretty sweet. There are lots of designs in here that I think people would definitely 100% buy. Oopsie. Oopsie. I pressed the wrong button. So, I mean, there's things here to do. Why isn't that showing up properly? I'm just gonna put this over here for a second. Okay. Anyways, like I should have had this done. I should have had the images downloaded, but I totally forgot about it until before we went live or whatever. Like, there's some really cool ones here, right? But like this Baroness, I seen like a Hooded Cobra Commander one. There's a lot out there, and people like. They're really getting the AI to generate some good stuff. Like, I hope Hasbro is paying attention, because like this is basically some product development for them, easy product development. Like, they are basically showing people fully realized, like, here, this is what it looks like in a box. And like, you know, and you get the honest reaction of the community on what these things could potentially look like. Like this Arctic Baroness, I mean, I think a lot of people would buy that Arctic Baroness. Like, it looks badass. Yeah. Let's see what. Let's see. Oh man, the guys are chatting it up. Oh yeah, like Carlos mentioned, it's gotten to the point where we can't trust Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Hot Wheels images because of AI. You can't trust anything on the internet anymore. Like, I'm sorry, the AI generative generation has gotten so good that like anything, like I seen, and we'll talk about it in a second, another picture, and I was like, yeah, this could be real or not. We don't know until it basically happens, and that's the thing. That's the thing where we are right now. Unless somebody comes out and says, no, this is real, no, this is fake, you don't really know anymore until the actual company says, no, this is real, right? So like next round of like leaked images, you could be like, oh, cool, we're getting, I don't know, anybody. And they're like, no, this is not happening because that's fake. But like the AI image looked as good as it should, or as a real product. So, I mean, we're getting in a really weird state in the world, right? Where was I here? I don't know why that's grayed like that. It's weird. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, so these AI images, pretty sweet. I really hope that Hasbro like has it in them to do some of these products or whatever, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see what the comments are saying. Liquid, if I pay for things, my expectations are based on what Hasbro ought to do for that price point. Liquid, the Baroness looks like 10 times better than the Arctic 3-pack stuff they brought up. Yeah, that Baroness does look like better than the actual Arctic Hispack 3-pack they were putting out. Like, that Arctic Strike Force, or that's not even a Strike Force, it's two Cobras and a GIJoe. I think that is more of a knee-jerk reaction to their ongoing snow motif. I don't think that's going to be that hot of a seller. I guess, I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you got the Snowcat, you're getting the Arctic His Tank, you've got some Joes in the Arctic motif already, you get a Steel Brigade in the Arctic, then you get 2 Cobras to add to your Cobra forces that you had with the Arctic His Tank. So, I mean, it's starting to even out, and if you can afford all that stuff, you got the Snowcat, you got the Arctic His Tank, you got that 3-pack, I mean, it would look badass if you put it in a diorama. Like, it would look really cool. So, I mean, I dare say people will pick it up. Not at the top of my list or whatever. Like, the 2 Cobras that they did the Saw Viper and the Night Viper. I don't think necessarily translated that well to the white look of the snow and everything. I have never been a fan of the Saw Viper design from Classified. I think he looks weird. The Night Viper, I'm really excited about to get the green, obviously the default Night Viper. He's going to be really badass, and I know a lot of people are going to army build him like crazy out there. So we should get those guys fairly soon. I have the newest one I got so far is Wetsuit from the last wave. So hopefully the Night Viper comes soon. But like the Arctic stuff, I'm just not in on it. Like I passed on the His Tank. I did a video on it this week on the channel where we talk about made to order stuff and what Hasbro's doing with that. And I would like to see them continue with the made to order stuff. I think it's a good model compared necessarily to the HasLab. And you get so much time, right? Like you don't get charged until they ship it, which is going to be a year. So I mean, I think the made to order way of doing things is very good. I really hope they continue with it and give us more options. Like do a couple a year, right? I think a lot of people would prefer the made to order the process just because they give you the window. Like, hey, here's 30 days to order this. If you want it, it's up to you. Not where like the regular retail or like on Hasbro Pulse, like, hey, here's a Vamp. We just released it. It's sold out in 30 seconds because we only had 1,000 of them and 5,000 people wanted them. So I think if they can make it appealing, I think the made to order process is a lot better for GIJoe Classified, and I really, really, really hope it continues. I think it will continue. I'd be curious to see what they do as the next one. But the thing is, it's a little slow, right? That's why I think they should do almost like a couple a year, because you're not going to get another made to order until at least next December, right? When this one comes out. So now like this one, and then you got to wait for it to ship or be around ship time, and then they'll probably do another one. So I wish maybe they did 2 a year, just because it would be a constant flow. Like you could do one in June and have something come out in June, and then you could have one in December and have something come out in December. So every 6 months you could have a new made to order vehicle be delivered to you or whatever, right? I think they need to work on that just a smidge, so it works out better. That's just my idea. I just thought about that just then. Comments, let's see. Subs here. Hello, good friend. Very likely. Just a shame it's such a lazy repaint pack. The AI images have more effort put in them. Yeah, Liquid, you're right. Made to order also has the distinctive advantages of not paying up front. Yeah, agreed, Brandon. It's great that you don't pay until the end. And then, you know what? You can order it stress-free. And then 6 months from now, you're like, you know what? I'm good with it. I don't need it right now. So you can always cancel if you want to. Just 1 second. I just want to properties configure. No. Okay. Let's try with that on. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, sorry, I was just playing with some video settings. Yeah, I think it's a little okay. Anyways, so yeah, made to order is big. I'm enjoying it. I mean, sorry, I didn't order the Arctic His Tank, but at least I think it's going to get better now that they are using it. So as long as, let's hope they continue with it and they do give us good options to actually use it, right? Carlos, I wouldn't mind one made to order and one Hasbro per year, but 2 made to orders and a HasLab would be brutal on my wallet. Oh yeah. I mean, whoa, bro, I changed some options on my camera. Where'd I go? Just 1 second. That is not an option, whatever I just did. Okay, I'm back. I disappeared there for a second. Yeah. No, you're right. When I suggested the 2 per order on made to order, I necessarily wasn't factoring in the amount of money it would cost. And you're right, a HasLab happens every year as well. So, I mean, that would be very expensive. And I think probably majority of collectors couldn't maybe maintain that amount or whatever. Because, I mean, the thing is, most of us out there, I do probably think we collect multiple toy lines. So I almost lost my way of thinking, because I'm thinking like Hasbro now. We're like, oh, they have infinite money. Let's just send stuff out to them. And the fact is that most collectors do not have infinite money. We do have to make sure we spend our hard-earned money on things that we actually want to buy. So you're right. That's that might be too much. The 2 and the HasLab, maybe just like the made to order and a HasLab, but maybe they need to alter them a little bit more. Like one comes out in June, like I said earlier, and the other one comes out in December, because right now, like usually the Snowcat, which is coming, it usually says fall. Sometimes it'll slip. It'll come out maybe November. And then currently the Arctic His Tank is supposed to come out in December. So yeah, it's kind of cool in a way that they're both might come out within a month of each other. But it would be, I think, ideal if they came out like very spaced apart, so you can, at least save up the money and pay for them. I don't know. So yeah, made to order. Anyways, I hope, sorry, I didn't get the Arctic His Tank. I live in Canada. I know what snow's like. The Arctic His Tank didn't grab me enough. Didn't grab a hold of me enough to warrant a purchase of it. I do think it looks awesome, but just not really for me. That being said, I really hope that they do continue, and I hope that they do something really good with the next made to order. I know it's going to be a little ways away, and hopefully GIJoe Classified will still be around. I'm sure it will be. But like, we need something really cool to really drive those sales. Somebody actually, they didn't make fun of me. They poked fun at me. I suggested in my long form video that the price of the Arctic His Tank was a bit expensive, and I would have liked to ideally see it around the 150 mark. And they were like, 150? Are you crazy? Like, they can't do that for 150. I don't know. I think if they really had to push it, I think they probably could have did it for 150. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't know. We've talked about this before, but like the Arctic His Tank, it obviously sold at $200, and then like, no limits on it or anything, right? For the amount, sorry, they had or whatever. So would you have expected it before you seen the price tag of the Arctic His Tank? Did you think it was going to be cheaper, like 150, 179? Did you think it was going to be cheaper, or did you think from the get-go that it was going to be 200? Let's do a quick poll. All right, so I just threw up a poll. It's a simple poll. Is the GIJoe Classified Arctic His Tank too expensive? Yes or no? I mean, it's up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think. It's just a little bit of interaction, just for some fun. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it was $200. It's gone now, so you can't even order it. So, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that probably, like, missed it and were like, wow, dude, I would have paid $200 for the Arctic His Tank. I mean, it looks, I do think it looks cool. I just, not worth the money for me for a repaint like that, whatever. But, I mean, anyways, that's just my opinion. Guys, 3 votes. Okay. Oh, okay, sorry, I was reading that wrong. 3 votes so far. Arctic His Tank is too expensive. Yeah, I agree. I think it was just over that amount to make it like mass market type thing. $200. I think it should have been like $169 maybe. Maybe $149 was not feasible, but $169, I think they should have did like somewhere around there before they jumped right to $200. It'd be very interesting to see the sales number for it. I don't think we'll ever get the sales numbers for it, but it'd be pretty cool to see the sales numbers for it. Let's see what we got here. Sub, I haven't had to reboot my camera at all this stream, just so you're aware. Wow. Griefing me. It was only the last stream because there was a problem with my computer. So, I mean, now that you're here, maybe you were the problem. Maybe the camera's going to die. Maybe. I don't know, but no reboots this time. Let's see. If they skip a HasLab, then 2 made-to-orders would work. That could work. I prefer the hybrid model of made-to-order and HasLab. That is, made-to-order on the vehicle, pay later. Hasbro will be fine. They can afford the tool up front with early guarantee access to their unlocks for deluxe figs. I would also have no problem with a deposit requirement on a hybrid sales model, so you forfeit, say, $50 if you can cancel after a set date. I don't know about that. I was hoping it was going to be cheaper, but I knew they would price it as high as possible. I didn't like it, but I knew it was going to be $200. Yeah, I think, like I said, ideally it should have been maybe a little cheaper, but you're right. Like going in, I was like, it's gonna be $200. I think the Arctic His Tank is too expensive, but I did buy 2. I would just have preferred a lower price from what it is. Yeah. Liquid Ozzy 150, I probably would have been on board. Yeah, I think as much as I not complained about it, but I just said that I wasn't interested, the price does determine that a little bit or whatever. I think if it had to been 150, like $149.99, I probably would have bought one and just thought about it, right? You had until next December to really confirm if you wanted it. So I probably would have did that. But at the $200 price point, I was like, nah, I don't want it or whatever. And it also depends, like if it had to been something like a little better, right? Like if it was like, a Thunder Machine or something like that. And it was like, oh, well, this is new and unique. I could see paying like the $200 for it. But the fact that it was in essence, a repaint of the His Tank, which it is, but it's not as exciting. So the $200 price point seems a little expensive for not being necessarily excited about it, right? Do you understand what I mean? Brando, I can live with the color even though the Arctic thing isn't my favorite. I'm pretty handy with a can of cryo so I can recolor it. Brandon, where do you live? Do you live where there's snow? Question. A liquid and 150 would have been more fair. Mattel sells impressive toys at that price. Why can't Hasbro? Yeah, I know Hasbro likes their money, but not enough to make, certain things that like will never get made, right? So because I've done videos on it before on the channel. Hasbro loves to leave money on the table, and then as a company they complain they aren't making as much money, but they like, why can't you buy blast effects or why can't you buy extra stands? Those are so simple to produce. They should be on Hasbro Pulse, and you should be able to buy a pack of 10 of them, stands, or like the blast effects. And like they would sell out all the time because the amount of people doing dios or just want to have cool displays. Like when you get a mainline figure, it doesn't come with a stand. Like that's dumb. And like, some of those figures can be hard to stand up based on how their weight is like laid out or whatever, right? So those things, like they love to leave money on the table, and like it's ridiculous. $300 Canadian is madness. I'm good with the HasLab. Hiss. David. Oh, dude, you missed so much stuff. You missed lots of stuff. You'll have to watch the replay. You're in Southern Ontario, Brandon? Yeah. Why was I asking that? Oh, yeah, because I want to know if you were familiar with snow. That's all. Sorry. I didn't know if you were like, say, an American in the Southern U.S. Where, like, I wonder, like, how excited, like, people who live, say, in California are excited for the Arctic His Tank, right? Or the Snowcat. Like, I wonder what the sales breakdown is going to be for like these areas or these regions. Or like, as a person who in Brazil, super excited about a Snowcat or an Arctic His Tank. I don't know if they would be. I mean, to a point, it depends if you had it as a child, I guess, and played with it and did make believe and battles, right, with it, and it meant something to you. But if you're just in a GIJoe Classified and you're like, hey, look, they're doing this whole snow thing, and you're from a sunny spot, you might not want it. You might not be interested in it. I bought $200 was okay to complement the display cat. $200, I'm not going to go them into the box. Yeah, that's like, I do think price affects that as well. Like $150, I think people would have bought like multiple to like use or whatever, right? But like a $200, I think you're reducing the amount of people that are buying multiple of the Arctic His Tank. Like I said, I think the actual His Tank, good product. And what they did with it, good. It looks really good and it looks awesome. It's just, I think they could have tweaked the price just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh my God, Sub, what? Sub, what are you on? Did you see this, guys in chat? Sub, I want a yellow His Tank cross promotion with a Baywatch theme. Come on, Sub. Yeah, you just want a Baroness action figure in a bikini. That's all you want. I know. I'm on to you. I'm watching you. I'm on to you. You're like, make it happen. Somebody go AI generate that. Hot seller. Baywatch Beach His Tank. Speak of the devil. SoCal guy here. Snow Joes are the only snow I get. Love them. Well, you know what? That's straight from the mouth, I guess, eh? I mean, the thing is, if you're into G.I. Joe, whatever. I guess you're not going to care if it's a snow motif. It's just for fun. It's just, it's just to collect and make nostalgia grow inside you or whatever, right? So, I mean, whatever. I think I don't know. I'm assuming some of my friends are going to get the Arctic His Tank. I think I may regret it in the long run not having it. And like I've said in previous streams, I think they would have did better if they did a red Arctic His. A red His Tank, a red Crimson His Tank. Because for a while there, remember that big push on Crimson stuff? Like they had the Crimson Strike Team, the Crimson Viper, the Crimson Alley Viper, the Crimson Bat. They had so many Crimson figures, and I think that a Crimson His Tank would have like sold better. I mean, maybe it would have only sold a few thousand more. I'm not really sure. But I just think in the long run, a Crimson His Tank would have been better than the Arctic His Tank. So that's just my opinion. David, I missed out on Snowcat, but I pre-ordered the Arctic His Tank and I live upstate New York. Yeah, you get snow. You're right by me. I'm right above upstate New York. My thing with snow theme is the line. It's a 6-inch line. Pick a climate and stick with it. I get why they did it. The tie-in with the 87 G.I. Joe movie Cobra Law and the Mass Device cartoon, but I didn't need it. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. I mean, a lot of the stuff from the movie era takes place in the snow or whatever, right? Because they're in the mountains. And, so that's kind of, yeah, actually, I never really put that linkage together before. Do you think that's why they did it? To link it together like that? Because they've been doing a lot of the movie stuff, right, recently. I mean, I think it's fair to say that obviously Globulus is coming at some point. They've done all the other ones, right? That we're going to probably get Globulus and the other two G.I. Joe Renegade guys. So, I mean, maybe that's why they did it. I don't know. Come on, a couple of red surfboards on the top. Why not? Yeah, Sub. Yeah, totally. I mean, Sub, you need to go AI generate a picture of that. So yeah, space is at premium. I have room for interesting vehicles in one world space as opposed to two. Lady J's on display at the same time. 2 Flints, 2 different His variations. Yeah. I'm sure a Crimson His Tank will pounce on our wallets in the future. I know. I think so too. I mean, wouldn't that make the perfect Target exclusive, right? Red His Tank, red logo, Target. I think that makes the perfect Target exclusive. If they could somehow reduce it to like the 150 price point or 169, make it a little cheaper. I don't know if they can take anything else away from it. Maybe get it down to 150, sell it at Target. I think that's quite possibly possible to happen in the future down the road. I mean, I would get one. I would get a Crimson His Tank because I feel like, the Crimson His Tank fits in better with all the other G.I. Joe classified stuff. Like, look how much you could use a Crimson His Tank with your figures or whatever. I mean, there's nothing stopping you where, if you're trying to be legit or like, if you're playing with the Arctic His Tank, like, are you really going to have like, I don't know, like, some of the other guys interact with it where they're not in their snow gear, but Lady J and Flint are in their snow gear with the snow cat. So, I mean, unless they're going to put out some more G.I. Joes with like the Arctic gear on, yeah, I would much rather have had a Crimson His Tank so everyone could have played, everyone could have been in the dioramas. That's just my opinion. We'll see it happen. I actually have a video up on that on the channel, which I did like last year sometime. I've been predicting that Crimson His Tank forever. So if they ever do Crimson His Tank, you come back to me and say, look, they did it, and it's all you, the SwishPOP, right? So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Dude, they did it to make bank. Lots of cool snow joes. Stalker and kayak. Bring them. Polar bear. Great. Snow serpent. Great. Yeah. No, there's good amounts of people out there. Like the snow serpent is awesome, but like I wonder if really and honestly, like, did they do that snow serpent so ahead of time, knowing that down the line that they were going to do all this snow stuff? I don't know. Or they just did the snow serpent because he's an army builder, right? But yeah, I mean, it's all adding up. The polar bear, I forgot about the polar bear, and Snake Eyes. So they got the polar bear and Snake Eyes. They got the snow serpents. They got the snow cat. They got the Arctic His Tank. They got the 3-pack coming. So I mean, there's lots of snow stuff around. It's just, I feel like, while I don't really care either way for it, I don't hate it. I don't need it. I feel like there are probably a segment of the collectors that feel, what's the word? Not isolated. That feel that it's too narrow of a niche for their needs. So I feel like some collectors will probably skip this whole snow thing. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I live in Canada. I see a lot of snow. It has not stopped snowing this whole week. Oh, all right. So quickly, this other thing, and this was brought up earlier. So still loving this mask thing. Oh man, I really hope something like this happens. I'm gonna do a video on that. Where was I going here? I was changing this to here. Oh, we forgot to. I totally forgot. I went on a rampage. Like there was other ones too, right? Like oops. So it was like Rambo. There's like Rambo. I mean, like all these AI generated GIJoe classified figures were pretty sweet. There's Rambo. Who else we got here? And like, you got Tom Cruise, Maverick. I mean, I think if they go get the licenses to do these things, I think they would fit in perfect with the classified line. Like they're already doing the GIJoe like Legacy Collection with like the military guys. I mean, these guys could fit in. Full Metal Jacket. I mean, this guy's totally badass. Like he could fit in completely with your GIJoe classified dioramas. Like easy peasy, right? I mean, I hope somebody at Hasbro is listening, because like somebody's just coming up with these AI images and spitting them out. And this is free marketing. Like they should be doing some of these figures. That's not what I wanted to talk about, though. I forgot about those guys. Well, let's see what the chat said. How about a night landing His Tank in navy blue? Well, that's a good idea, sub. I picked up an extra big band to turn into Arctic Joe. More than likely Arctic Robe. That's a good idea. Yeah. He's got the gear on. Well, it looks wintry. He's all the way up there. I'm too lazy to pick him up. Actually, I'll just pick him up. So what do we got? So I got... Where's my screen here? Just 1 second. So I got... Night Force Big Ben here. But I mean, like, he's kind of got like a coat on, right? He's kind of got a coat on. Take his head off. Put a new head on him, and you could have some Arctic Joes here. I don't have his regular version, so this is the Night Force version. So, I mean, yeah, he has potential, right? He totally has potential as a Winter Joe or as an army builder. So, that's pretty cool. Good idea. The good idea for that one. That was Carlos with a good idea. Hey, Swish, have you noticed on Amazon Canada the last couple days they dropped the price for Law and Order for only $36 Canadian? Dude, I just advertised that. So, yeah, I did that. So, just while you're here, shameless plug. Let's just do this for a second. If you are subscribed to the channel, so I will often, let's bring this up here, and we'll do this. Oh yeah, Leatherneck is on sale too. I will use my community channel page on YouTube to post deals all the time. So today I posted Leatherneck is on sale in the States for, oh, actually, you know what? He must have been on sale earlier. He was on sale earlier for $18. Now it's gone off sale. But like right now he's cheaper in Canada, right? So for $25, that's a good price for Canadian. But yeah, I constantly posting stuff. Yeah, here is Law and Order. So what is he? $34 American or $36 Canadian. That's a big deal. That's a big savings Canadian, right? That is a good price. So if you are interested, think about hitting those links here on my page, because if you do this, I get like a little commission or whatever, and it makes me feel good about myself. It makes you feel good about yourself. Yeah. And then shameless plug, you can always go to amazon.com/shop/the and then you can order any of these things from us or whatever, or it's from Amazon. It's just a referral basically. I often will update the hot deals section. See, I added Leatherneck, but earlier in the day I think it was like $18, so he was a quick sale. Like what's his name, Alpine is down to $18 American on amazon.com. I don't think he is on sale on amazon.ca. Alpine. No, he's like actually $37. He's more money here in Canada. That's ridiculous. Anyways, yeah, so you make sure you subscribe because you won't miss any of these deals. I treat this post page as like Twitter basically. I post deals, I post news, because over on Twitter, I use Twitter and sometimes Instagram. I think on Twitter I have like under 300 subscribers. You don't even know, they could be spammers. Over here on YouTube, I have like almost 4,400 subscribers. So I post it over here as a priority because it goes to more people. So make sure you follow us so you don't miss out on these deals and these announcements. Yeah, it's just a lot of news comes this way. Can't make videos about everything. So usually I only try to make one video a week. I could probably make some more shorts with some of this stuff in it. But yeah, so make sure you don't miss anything. Yeah, see Amazon US. See, that's a good price, $74. Pretty good. Amazon Canada, $79. Like, Amazon Canada has some pretty good deals right now. Like, when this first came out, it was $100. Yeah, it says $104. I think it was $109, right? So, anyways, good deals. Where's my window gone? Yeah, so to answer your question, yeah, lots of good deals on the go right now. If Hasbro refuses to make Ace, I'd buy that instead. Yeah, I can see that. Outstanding. AI figures are great, but just try to get a Stallone or a Cruise license. Yeah. The fridge figure would sell. The fridge licensing is dirt cheap. Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah, it's all about licensing, right? They look cool, but like they will probably never happen. Some of them. Yeah, I ordered that Law and Order because it's still within a 2-month window to return the first one I got. Okay, cool. Do you think now is the time to buy Law and Order, or do you think it might get cheaper? Now, Sub, I think personally you should buy now. I don't think it's going to get much cheaper than that. And the reason why, in Canada at least, okay? The reason why I don't think it's going to get much cheaper because it's almost the price of a regular figure, and it's a deluxe figure. So I think you're safe with ordering it. It's almost like I haven't ordered Road Pig as of yet because I didn't want to pay his expensive price and I was waiting for him to go down. If Road Pig was $37 or whatever it was, I would buy Road Pig, but the cheapest I've seen him so far is $41. I'm holding out for like a $37 or $38. We'll see how it goes. $43 is a pretty good deal for Road Pig. Where am I going here? Let's see. Let's go back to the edge. We'll go classified road pig. Like, because the thing is, Amazon says he's supposed to be $66.99. So let's just go in. Well, guys, we're talking Canada here now for a second. Sorry, guys, if you're American. Let's go road pig. Whoa, dude. Why is road pig $31 here in what? Okay. Add to cart. Go to cart. Shipping. I don't want to ship it. I want to go check out. Put in my secret password. Invalid account details. Okay, I gotta unshare this page for a second. Okay, I'm in. I don't think there's one. Oh, so it's apparently it's only in store. The Rito Center has one, which is all the way downtown. Nobody wants to go downtown. $31. I gotta get back to my chat. I'm trying to buy stuff. Guys, where's the chat gone? Sorry, guys. I do love a good deal. Where's the chat gone? Raptor, wasn't Raptor on sale like last week or something like that? I'm pretty sure Raptor was on sale too at some point. I don't know where. I got too many windows open here now. Okay. Trying to see now. It sucks because it's funny because, okay, so EB Games here in Canada charges shipping now. They charge $9.99 per shipping, which I hate to pay. But with the $30, with the $9.99, it comes to $46.30. And then on Amazon's website is $43. So technically I could get them cheaper if I ordered them on EB Games and I paid shipping, but I hate paying shipping. Second now, guys. I'm getting tired. I'm trying to check to see if I can find him in any stores. Hey, Lamo. Just 1 second. I'm a deal hunter, guys. So, like, the thing is, I always got to jump when there's deals. That's just how I am. Bayshore doesn't have I'm just it's so stupid. Like, you can't really check easily what the different stores. Barhaven, nope. Just checking all the different EB Games in the area. Yeah. Okay, I'll look at that later. I'll get back to you guys. You guys are more important. Anyways, so long story short, sub, you should definitely buy Law and Order. Use my link in my post there, whatever. Add them to your cart. I think you should. I think that's as cheap as you can go. If you can find the Road Pig for the $31 in store, that's a great deal. Or you can order them. You can actually, like I said, you can order them cheaper from Amazon, from EB Games. Pay the shipping. Then you can order from Amazon right now. So, I mean, that could be something to consider as well. The pet figs always go on for, yeah. Yeah, don't get me started, Liquid. The pet figs suck. They always include the figures and the pets in these things, and it just drives up the price. It drives me insane. I don't hold out on trying to squeeze an extra $5 off a fig. Wasting my time. Yeah, I buy singles at $25, no problem. $20 is great, bro. I don't wait for that price drop. Yeah, it's all about your patience level. I'm a deal hunter, so I usually just wait. Like if like there's only certain figures I buy that come out right away. Like I bought the Night Viper. I made sure I secured Night Viper. I got Hit and Run coming. But the other ones in that wave, I'm not interested in to pay full price for them. And it's all about oh no, here look. I'll send you the link. Where's the link? Let's go. Because I was trying to show you that he was going to be regular price, was going to be expensive. But he doesn't appear to be expensive. Now if I go over here, where'd you go again? So here, try that link sub to see if you can get to Road Pig. But you can only pick them up. Oh no, never mind. In store would be the sweetest deal. If you can find them in store for $31, that $31 Canadian, guys, that is a great deal. Because if I go to Amazon.com and go to classified Road Pig, like even in the States right now is $45 on Amazon. So that's American. So yeah. Look, sub, I'll tell you a dirty secret, okay? If it's one thing I love doing is spending other people's money. So I'll just helping you spend that money makes me feel great. So make sure you buy that Road Pig. Make sure you get Law and Order. Is that David? Sorry, that I can't remember where you're from, David, offhand. Is that Canadian or American for $29? But you can. It was not available to ship, was it not? I thought when I looked at it, it was available to ship. Oh, yeah, you're right. It doesn't say it's available to ship. That's stupid. Go to checkout. Home delivery. Not available for home delivery. So you can't even ship it. Okay. There's only one in my area that has one, and it's really out of the way. It's downtown. I don't know if I want to do that. How would I get downtown? That would be a pain in the butt to get downtown and get that. I don't know. Yeah, I might order it and see if it comes in. That's not sharing my screen, right, guys? I'm putting in my Visa number and stuff like that, guys. Sorry, guys. Don't mind me spending my money while I'm online with you guys. Sorry. Okay. I actually put in an order to see if they will find it in the store. I bet you they only have one. Anyways, okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, see, David, that's American. We're talking Canadian. So $31 Canadian for, I just purchased one from EB Games, which is GameStop, basically. Now, having to get off the couch is worth the $5 or $10 more. I'm a lazy collector. No, I understand that totally, right? Get it shipped to your house, yeah, completely. If it's only like $5, no, there's no difference, whatever. But I hate paying shipping. Shipping sucks. Especially so EB Games, which is GameStop, so EB Games Canada, they recently changed owners, and they made a change where they removed the free shipping limit. So you used to be able to spend $50 and you got free shipping. Well, they removed that, and now there's no way to get free shipping. Every order you do, you have to pay $10 for shipping. That is annoying. If I want to bundle my stuff together and buy 5 things, I should be able to get free shipping, right? So that's what I hate. Oh, David, no worries, dude. I was just saying, that is a good price too. $31 is a good price American as well. Or $29, you said? $30? I was just saying that to make sure we knew that what we were talking about the difference was. That's all. Yeah, shipping's the worst, right? Like, that's why, like, as long as companies, I'm just going to put Big Ben back. Just as long as companies offer you the free shipping, that's good. But when they don't offer you the free shipping, that really sucks, right? Because, I mean, that's just like, a nice thing they do. Hey, order more stuff and we'll give you some free shipping. That's the least you can ask for them. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just looking at my swamp skier for a second. One of the skis won't go in. I got a bum ski. Okay, I'll have to add that to the list of things I need. I got a bum ski. A bum ski. I got a bum ski. You got a bum ski? I got one. Never mind. It's getting late here, guys. Oh, so okay. Sorry, we got totally sidetracked. I got like, yeah. So yeah, Sub, you gotta order the stuff, bud. Get do me a favor, order Law and Order from me too as well. That'd be great. Don't worry me. I'm not e-begging. It just works out great for all of us. The other thing, sorry. I brought this up. We talked earlier, right? You don't know if stuff is AI or not or whatever. Are we getting this Hot Wheels? I think there's a good chance we're going to get this Hot Wheel because they already did the Sky Striker. So I do think there's probably a good chance we get this. I mean, it's got a Instagram here, the Diecast Insider. So one would think that this is not AI generated, that this is actually a leak or whatever. So hopefully it is. I would purchase this just because I like the, aesthetic of the packaging, Hot Wheels, GIJoe. I mean, technically, where is he? I already have like the little Jada one or whatever. I think Jada make this or whatever. Let me just switch back here for a second. The little Jada one, right? I already have that little his tank. But that Hot Wheels one would be pretty sweet. I actually haven't found the Sky Striker one locally here in Canada yet, which sucks. I want to get that one too. Yeah, Amazon's pretty good there, David. You're right. Amazon for the win. So, David, I have an Amazon.com store as well, right? For all your Amazon needs. Second now. There's the Amazon Canada, American one. And there is the Canadian one. Anyways, guys, bookmark those. Yeah. So I mean, I really hope his tank is real. I would like to pick one up. So they're usually like $6 or $7, I think. So I mean, it looks pretty sweet. Anytime you have vintage artwork, and where's my? Oh, let me step up for a second, guys. Yeah, like this thing. Ugh. I love this artwork, and this thing was epic. So glad I was able to get this. Yeah, just this vintage. This is literally nostalgia in a box, right? And that Hot Wheel has the exact same artwork. It's awesome. It should have this more on display. It has a nice heft to it as well. I love the red back. This is how classic GIJoe was. I used to love these boxes. Of course, this is the retro collection. I wanted the stinger in this as well, but I never got it. I'm still on the hunt for it. Anyways, sweet packaging and artwork. Just put that back up there. So much stuff. you guys, there's like a whole world beyond this camera here with stuff that you can't see. They can make all the Joe vehicles they want. I'd hand over my money. Come on, Hot Wheels, Rolling Thunder. Yeah, Carlos, it's like the Transformers, right? It's like the Transformers Hot Wheels. Like, these are infinite. They can make 1 million of these, put some new graphics on them. I really hope they continue with these. I love love what I got so far. I've got the whole collection so far of Generation 1 vehicles. I hope they continue it, and for the GI Joe ones, I hope they continue them as well. One can never have too many his tanks. Boom! Quote of the evening goes to Carlos. You're right. One can never have too many his tanks. I agree. His tanks for everybody. Everybody out there gets a his tank. You get a his tank. You get a his tank. You get a his tank. Yeah. What time is it, guys? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 a.m. Who's got to go to work tomorrow? Do you have to go to work tomorrow? I know I got to go to work tomorrow. It sucks. You know, my kids, they really thought tomorrow was going to be a snow day. It's not going to be a snow day. I think we're just supposed to get like this much snow, and that's not a snow day. That is just a regular day here in Canada. But yeah, got to go to work too. Sucks. Work sucks. But you know what? You know what makes life great? People like you guys hanging out, talking about GI Joes and Transformers. Any Transformer stuff anybody want to talk about? So I don't have any new Transformer stuff that I'm really working on right now. I actually sold a ton of Transformers in the last couple days. I've got this big bin of extra Transformers, and somebody contacted me on Marketplace, and they were like, hey, can we buy this? And I was like, yeah. And they wanted to buy a couple other things, and I was like, oh, that's not good. Anyways, it was a kid. It was a 10-year-old kid, and his mom was contacting me. And long story short, I worked out a deal, sold him like 9 or 10 Transformers for a sweet price. And that kid, he's on his way to having an awesome Transformer collection. Helping the younger generation of Transformer collectors, that's what I do. Chat's going crazy. Evening from Dallas. Hello, Joey. Welcome. That's a snow day in Texas for sure, Carlos. I think any day it snows in Texas, we got problems. You're from Texas, Carlos? And you had snow there recently, correct? I believe. Work equals more Joes. Yeah. The new Studio Series 86 Thundercracker, I am waiting for it to ship. According to my Amazon, it ships on February 4th for me, so I should have it soon. I am really looking forward to the new Thundercracker, and of course, what that means is I believe Skywarp has already been leaked with now pictures, but a date, and then of course later we'll get Starscream because you got to have them all, right? So definitely excited for Studio Series 86 Thundercracker. Currently, I'm waiting on 86 Thundercracker to come in, and as well 86 Windcharger. They're the only two that I have right now. Oh no, that's a lie. Brawl is coming in March, and I don't know when Onslaught comes out. I have Onslaught pre-ordered as well at EB Games. That guy's a big boy. He's going to be expensive. So I got a few Transformers on the go. I do love my 86 Studio Series 86 line. They're awesome. Do you have Thundercracker coming, Joey? Mostly ice. More ice than snow. Okay. So, Joey, are you more into Transformers or G.I. Joe? Your weather got loose and is roaming around my Texas yard. Our kids got 2 snow days from it. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Your kids got 2 snow days. Yeah, I think I seen like a reel where some guy was in like, I don't know if it was Texas. I think it was Texas. And he's like, oh, there's snow on the ground. I got to be careful. And then like it showed him like he had driven off his driveway down a cliff or something like that and rolled over or something like that. I'm not sure. You can't tell these days if it's real or fake. Do you know if Hasbro will do a re-release of Studio Series Bumblebee's Starscream? Really want Starscream, but not trying to pay aftermarket prices. I don't know. So one thing, that figure's pretty cool actually. But one thing I don't really do is the movie figures. So I'm not really up on that as I should be. The thing is, when was that released originally? Like, how long ago was that released? Because it seems like they're releasing stuff that's like 3 or 4 years old again now. Both, okay. So this new MPU Hot Rod is the same size as the Studio Series A6 Prime. So I'll just wait and see Rodimus. Yeah. That I did a video on that earlier in the week as well on the channel. That masterpiece, that masterpiece hot rod. I think it looks pretty sweet. It's definitely based on either the 86 or the Kingdom mold. I heard some people say it's based on the Kingdom mold as well. But I mean, I think the thing is the 80 Studio Series 86 one is going to be a lot cheaper than the masterpiece one. So I mean, if you can wait for the masterpiece one, I'd probably, if you can wait for the 86 one, I'd probably wait for an 86 one. But that being said, the masterpiece one does look really good. 2018 maybe for that last Bumblebee reissue. I think you could see it. I don't know how rare it was. Like I said, I don't do movie stuff, so I don't know how rare it was back in the day because they definitely seem to be re-releasing a lot of the rare ones. Like they've already done Thrust, some of the other ones. I can't even think anymore, guys. Yeah, they've definitely done some of the other ones from Target, like Studio Series. They did Sunstreaker, Thrust, what is it, Run Amok or whatever, the white guy. So they're definitely re-releasing some of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did re-release that Bumblebee movie one, Starscream that you mentioned. I mean, we could just Google it. Did you Google it? Bumblebee, let's see if we do re-release Bumblebee movie Starscream figure. So I think it's said to come out in oh, that's the Cybertron one. I don't see anything about it right now. Is it this one? Was it that the one you're talking about, Joey? Bought several Joes during Christmas at Ross. Rock and Roll, Starduster, Snow Serpent, oh my god. Cobra Eels, Cobra Commander for the Transformers. Oh my god. Wow, you hit Rosscon big. That's nice. I wanted the Cobra Eels retro. I would have took the Cobra Snow Serpent retro, and I wanted Beachhead. We don't have Rosses in Canada, so I don't have access to them. That's some sweet deals, though, man. Rosscon was really good this year. A lot of people got a lot of really good deals. Yeah. So I'm kind of jealous with you, Joey, on that one. That's a lot of sweet deals. Sergeant Slaughter, not Savage. Yeah. I kind of knew what you were saying. But yeah, that is a lot of sweet deals, and I am very jealous of you because I joined a Rosscon group on Facebook, and the stuff that people post is insane. Like the stuff they get or whatever, like some sweet deals. And like, I don't have one close to me. I would probably even pick up the Gargoyles figures. I've talked about that in the past before. Not that I have infinite money or anything, but the Gargoyles figures are pretty sweet. I liked that show when I was a kid. But like, yeah, a lot of sweet deals on classified, retro. They didn't have that great of selection on the Transformers, I found, but Armada Galvatron and Optimus Prime, like, it's cool if you didn't already have them. Yeah, I got Beachhead too. I did not find the Cobra Trooper. Wow. You cleaned up, Joey. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Jealous. And I thought I got a good deal on Mindbender here for $18 from Amazon USA last week. But I mean, those prices on those retro at Roscon, like, weren't they like $8.99 American? That is a sweet, sweet deal. I don't know. I'm jealous. You shouldn't be jealous of your other people, but I am jealous of everyone that found some sweet, sweet deals at Roscon. I've talked about this before. We have Winners and TJ Maxx here in Canada. It's the same format as Rosk, with clothes and discounted stuff, and they get absolute slop when it comes to toys. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I am jealous too. We don't have Ross. I got 2 Trypticons from Roscon. Wow. Good job. How do you say your name? Anubis? Anubis. I'm going to go with Anubis. That's your new name is Anubis. Because I'm really bad at saying people's names. Wow. I'm jealous of people who have access to Roscon. I've only ever gone to Roscon in Florida when I'm on vacation. And like they're absolutely like crap. Nothing in them. $8.99, but this month Roz went up $1 more on the Joe. Saw Stalker last week for $9.99. I mean, even $9.99. I'm sorry, that's a very sweet deal. Not interested in Stalker, but I would pick him up for $9.99. Oh yeah. Good job on the Trypticon pickup. That is a crazy price. Because what's the regular price on him? Like $200? Like American? Was he $199 or $179? So I mean, if you basically got him for 50% off, that's a pretty sweet deal. Yeah. I am getting honest, guys. I'm getting a little sleepy here. I don't know about you guys, but it's getting late. I'm starting to yawn, and it's never good. It's never good when I yawn. $5.99 for Helix. Wow. If you're a customizer, I hope you picked up a ton of them. Because that's okay. I'll be honest with you. I have absolutely no interest in Helix. Okay, comic book character, right? But no interest in her. But for $5.99, I would definitely pick her up and just add her to the shelf to say I got another figure. You can't beat $5.99. Like, that's a crazy, crazy price. Good job. I'm happy that at least some of you guys are getting deals or whatever. I'm jealous. Though. Trippy was $100 initially at Ross. Then they raised the price $20 more. Oh yeah, but what was the regular retail price? So if I go to GameStop.com and say I want to go to American Trypticon. So according to GameStop USA, this guy is supposed to be $199 American. So I think at $100, you got a crazy deal. So yeah, that is I don't understand why we don't get clearances at retail like they do in the States. It's frustrating because even if say those GIJoe retro, say if they came to TJ Maxx here in Canada and what regular price is $35, if they were $19.99, I would still buy them. If they were maybe even $24.99, I would still buy them. Because it's better than paying the full price. But we don't get those here in Canada. It's weird. Anyways. So, 15 concurrent watchers right now. And I really appreciate that, guys. if you're still here, think about hitting that like button as well. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a member, okay? Like I said, it's a great way to get notifications on new videos. And when I post those deals, like for the Law and Order that I did earlier today. Anyways, I do think I'm going to stop it right here, though, guys, just because it is currently 1:15 a.m. in the morning, and we all have to go to work tomorrow. Not a fan of GameStop because they close stores, and instead of pulling all this stuff on the disc count, they ship it to good other stores. Yeah, I know. What happened to the Transformers GIJoe Optimus Prime Mobat? Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's canceled at this point. There's been no news for a long time about it. I did a video on it on the channel. It was heavily rumored to be coming. There's a product number for it. So it was supposed to come out, and we have not seen it as of yet. I personally think it's been canceled. Now, like I said, every time we talk about this, it could be announced next week. It could be announced tomorrow, Transformer Tuesday. Basically, at this point, there's no news about it, and it basically shows up if it ever shows up. And it sucks because those crossover ones are pretty sweet. Now, that being said, I talked about this in the previous live stream. There has been a leak of potential crossovers, and they all had code names, okay? And one of them is codename Green. The Mobat's green. Could it be for that one? We'll have to wait and see. The first one was revealed earlier in the week, and it was like a soccer one. It was a USA Soccer crossover. It was kind of stupid. It looks like Ultra Magnus turns into like a soccer ball or something like that. I thought it was pretty dumb. But there's chance. There's a chance. If that green one is the Mobat, we'll have to wait and see. So 2026 could be the year for that. Still hold the hope. And it's supposed to come with Hawk. I think it'd be a pretty sweet. Hopefully it comes out. I'll definitely buy it if it comes out for sure. So that past week, people are finding the Joe Pack, the Twilight Guard, and the Steel Commander for $12.99. That's a Burlington coat factory, right, Joey? I've found toys there before when I visited the States. So yeah, hopefully people can get, it's always good when you can find deals on things you want. So hopefully people can find more of these. Joe 2-pack showing up at the Burlington stores. Yeah. Joe, they're at the Burlington stores. I've seen those posts. So, I mean, that's a cool one too. I slept on that one originally because I wasn't really into the Viper and not a fan of the Steel Brigade guys. Yeah. But you guys are keeping me engaged. You guys are ridiculous. I'm trying to go to bed here. No, I'm joking, guys. I really appreciate the amount of chats tonight. It's great to actually have a conversation with you guys instead of me just always pointing to pictures on the screen. So I really do appreciate everyone that drops by and interacts with the chat. So I really appreciate that. Okay. Just looking at something here. Anyways, so I do appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm actually going to call it here now. I'm actually getting really tired. And I need to go to bed myself. You all need to go to sleep too. So make sure you hit that like button. You hit that subscribe button. And now I'm reading more Joey comments. Okay, one more. I got the 2-pack Steeler and short fuse for $22 and heavy duty for $10.50. Dude, start sending some of these deals my way. So you buy extras, you box it up, and you send them to my way, okay? Because you're getting some pretty sweet deals, and I'm super jealous. Super jealous. Yeah, Carlos has it right. Okay, good night, guys. Thanks, Joey. Come back next week. Make sure you come back and you talk about more deals you're getting, okay? I love hearing about deals. And Newbiz, you come back too, okay? Everyone come back. Carlos, you come back. David, you come back. We'll be here next week. Next week, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be here. You're going to be here too, right, guys? We'll talk about all the deals we got during the week. We'll talk about G.I. Joe and Transformers. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and I will see you next week. Only because I'm tired, guys, and I'm getting sleepy. Anyways, thanks for dropping by. Come back next week. See ya.